Welcome to REV'N News. I'm Mike, and this is Joe, your REV'N News hosts.
REV'N News is your weekly automotive news source, delivering highlights on the latest products in the market and the industry's top movers and shakers. At REV'N News, we cover anything that revs.
And this week, it's all about the Mustang.
We have parts for Fox body classics to brand new Mustangs.
We were at the MPMC show this year, and there was a lot of excitement from manufacturers about the new pony cars. Let's hear from a few of them and learn about some new and exciting parts for Mustangs.
Hi, I'm John Jennings, Media Coordinator for Flaming River Industries. Flaming River is the leading manufacturer for steering rack and pinions, steering columns, and basically just everything that you need to steer your car. New for 2015, Flaming River's got coming out a brand new Fox body power rack and pinion. We really completely redesigned the platform. It's going to have the mounts fixed on it, an adjustable pinion housing so you can adjust where your power lines are coming in at. It's 6 inches of travel, so it's going to work with all the aftermarket chassis, give you full complete turning radius. And best part about it is, it's going to bolt right back onto that stock Fox body and give you brand new power steering. One of the best things that we do here at Flaming River is that we can customize things. We have in-house powder coating, so if you want to color match that chassis, you give us the powder code and we can color match. SEMA is always great for us every year. I mean, we just get slammed with people. We get a lot of feedback from our customers. When we get to put out, show that new product for the year coming out, we really get to display it well and just get hands-on with all our customers. No, with the West Coast shows, we do, we're kind of limited to what we can bring, but we're going to have all of our new products. You'll be able to see our steering columns, our rack and pinions, our bolt-in cradle kits, and get just great tech advice from the guys that are there at the show. If you go to flamingriver.com, you can see our full schedule, and we're around the country. We do, this year we're scheduled for about 50 shows.
We're a performance cooling manufacturer. We do everything from performance upgrade radiators to electric fan conversions to even the original flex fan. We've got a lot of exciting things happening in 2015, a lot of new products we're bringing to market, and I want to talk to you about our new radiator and fan combination for the 4th generation Mustang. That's a Mustang that a lot of people are doing performance upgrades to. The original radiators have a lot of miles on them, and it's a great time to upgrade. Our upgrade includes an electric fan that pulls 3,300 CFM of airflow, so it's really good for cooling, and it eliminates the belt-driven fan, so you get a little bit improvement in horsepower, a little bit improvement in fuel economy, faster warm-up times, and a little bit more control if you're a racer. You can really keep that temperature where you want it in between the racing rounds. Now, if you own that Mustang, there's a lot of reasons that this is a good performance upgrade. First of all, your original radiator with the plastic side tanks is probably getting a little bit old, might be leaking, it's going to fail at some point. So this gives you a really nice, durable, made-in-America piece that you can upgrade with. Gives you better cooling, better performance, better fuel economy, and one of the best things is it's a very easy swap to do. We show you on our YouTube videos how to remove the factory pieces, how to put our pieces in. It can easily be done in a day, and our kit comes with everything you're going to need. You won't have to do any drilling or cutting on your vehicle in order to do this upgrade. One of the things that's very important to Flexlite, this is a family-owned business. We've been around over 50 years, and we make all of our products in the United States. All of the injection molding is done here. We hand weld all of our aluminum radiators. All the manufacturing is done in-house, so we have a lot of control over it, a lot of pride over it, and we are employing our fellow American citizens.
Hi, I'm Len Groom, Technical Product Manager for Power Sports at AMSOIL. And at AMSOIL, we have a full line of product for anything you can think of, from racing to passenger cars and light trucks to heavy-duty diesels to motorcycles or boats. You name it, we've got an oil for it. But today I'd like to focus on a new product that we're bringing out for our passenger car line, and it's designed for the Mustangs that require a 5W50. One of the other new products that we actually have brought here is a 0W40 that's designed specifically for the SRT Mopar equipment. So today I wanted to talk about the new Mustang oil that we have out. It's a 5W50 and it's designed specifically for the modified high-end Mustangs that are requiring this product. This product is a full synthetic. It's designed to hold up to anything that those Mustang motors can throw at it. They're high horsepower, they're high torque, and they're very tough on product, including the engine oil. So with this product, you can rest assured that you're not going to have issues. Even when you use the car on the track or use it for what it's designed for, we've got you covered.
Hi, I'm Michael Santa Cruz with Energy Suspension. Energy Suspension is a polyurethane manufacturer. We manufacture components for suspension and chassis for domestic vehicles, compact car vehicles, trucks, SUVs, and Jeeps. And The best part of polyurethane is that it is more durable and a little bit more longer lasting, and outperforms and outlasts the rubber components that are found on most vehicles today. Here we've got a stock Mustang GT shifter bushing. It's rubber. As you can see, it's pretty flexible, compliant, and it's really great for noise, vibration, and harshness. But when it comes to shifting, it's a little bit too forgiving, and you might have a misshift or have a little bit of a rattle in your shifting. Here we've got an energy suspension polyurethane bushing. Higher durometer, it's firmer, and you get more positive feel and better shifting, which basically results in less missed shifts. We also have, for the 2015 Mustang, a complete rear subframe bushing kit, as well as a differential bushing kit. And the reason why that's important is that Ford decided to go back with the IRS suspension, independent rear suspension. Great for road racing and for daily driving, but if you go for hard launches, drag racing the vehicle, it's got a kind of a soft or weak link. The bushings are a little compliant, too compliant, and that when you launch the vehicle, the rubber bushings tend to want to give, which means the whole chassis starts to shift or move on you. What we've come out with is a polyurethane bushing for the subframe and for the differential. So it's firmer, it keeps the chassis stable, but it's compliant enough so you don't have harsh ride quality. So if you've got a 2015 Mustang, then you're definitely going to want to look into energy suspension polyurethane subframe and differential mounts. It's basically going to give you much more feel, traction, do away with that wheel hop under hard launch, and still maintain ride quality and comfort. And it will definitely outlast and outperform the rubber components that are in the vehicle today. Also for the 2015 Mustang, we have the energy suspension polyurethane transmission mount insert. From the factory, the Ford mount actually has a rubber cavity inside the mount to take up some of the dampening and the sound and vibration in the cab. Unfortunately, what that does is the transmission wants to move around under heavy shifting and under heavy load. What we've done is made an insert out of polyurethane. Ours is actually a two-piece polyurethane insert that will actually fill in the gap or that cavity of that rubber bushing in the transmission mount and keep the transmission more stable, firm, and give you better feedback.
Sets us apart from different companies out there is really the technology that ACT puts into every clutch. So we're able to have the capabilities to build our own diaphragms from scratch. We build our own covers from scratch. We're able to really put together the kind of product that the consumer really wants. It's going to last longer. It's going to have better feel to it, the connectivity to the road, and that's really what the drivers want. They want to feel that connection to the road again. Our range of product really varies everything from sport compact to domestic, and now we're breaking into the Euro market as well. So we're really going forward into a lot of different areas that have really been looked after by a lot of consumers. So the new Ford Mustang, the 2015, we have got a great product there. It's a twin disc system that replaces the single disc system. There's no vehicle modification needed whatsoever. In a twin disc system, you've got two discs operating on each side of the face. So when that's happening, you're basically displacing that power on each side equally. So you basically you're able to hold more power with less pedal effort. And typically, where a guy would look to do that is when he's increasing his power. So our disc will set up anywhere from 875 foot-pounds of torque to 1,550 foot-pounds of torque. So if he's putting turbo on there, or he's supercharging, he's doing something that's going to gain power, he's going to want to put a new clutch in there. It's going to hold that power.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to dive deeper into the new Mustang. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Jane from I Did It, and you're watching REV'N News.
If you're looking to build your next car, this pony car has to be at the top of your list.
That's right, Joe. It really is an amazing car this year. There's 3 different engine choices. It makes for the ideal car for the enthusiast that wants to do a little bit to his build, or he really wants to go extreme and build some kind of wild and crazy car.
And Mike, this car stops me dead in my tracks every time I hear it. That sinister engine growl, that throaty exhaust. I love that European rear end. Let's take a deeper dive into this new Mustang GT.
It's ground and pound excitement in this new pony car. A longtime hero of the aftermarket, this new Mustang offers an amazing platform for your next custom ride. With 3 engine options, including a new 5-liter V8 that boasts 15 more horsepower over last year, the 300 horsepower V6, and the new turbocharged 4-cylinder EcoBoost delivering 310 horsepower, now there's a Mustang for everyone's corral. With hints of European styling, this newly designed Mustang is the most aerodynamic body style yet, and the updated interior is the epitome of form and function. But the highlight of this new Mustang has to be the new turbocharged power plant, and the aftermarket agrees.
These days we're also about modern muscle, and by that I mean Camaro, Mustang, Challenger, Charger, Chrysler 300C. So the biggest news in that arena for 2015 is of course the new Mustang. So we were on the stick early on. We took advantage of SEMA's measuring sessions and so on and so forth to develop a cold air intake system for both the 5-liter GT and the 2.3-liter EcoBoost. And you know, people think, well, the little turbocharged 4-cylinder, you know, how powerful can that be? Well, actually it makes over 300 horse right out of the gate. And we were able to improve on that by developing a complete cold air intake system.
The new Mustang is special because the primary model that we think is going to be the big seller is the new EcoBoost. And an EcoBoost is a special engine. It's the wave of the future in that it's smaller, less cylinders, but it's boosted. They have turbos on them, and they're direct injected.
310 horsepower out of a Turbo 4 that's in a Mustang? Now that's impressive.
Could you imagine putting a supercharger on a V8 model? Well, we found someone who did. Check this out.
Well, this is our SEMA project for 2015. It is a supercharged 5-liter Coyote motor that we have in there, putting down about 650 horsepower at the tires. It runs on ADV1 wheels. It's been lowered about 1.5 inches all the way around for handling. We've completely redone the interior, and obviously the paint on the outside is a beautiful gold fleck. First and foremost, obviously, is the supercharger on the vehicle, as you can see by the pretty window in the hood. The display is the gold supercharger. That's a 2.9-liter unit from Whipple Superchargers out of Fresno, California. It allows the current motor in the Mustang to produce in excess of, like I said, 650 wheel horsepower, up from the standard 435. It makes the car very lively. It's very fast. It's really a terrific union of power plants in the vehicle, so it was really a good choice. The stock unit on its own is really a fantastic vehicle, and I enjoy driving the vehicle itself. It's with the new independent rear suspension on the vehicle compared to the solid axle on the outgoing model has really led to a wonderful experience in driving. I mean, cornering now, you no longer have to worry about maybe the car unsettling itself. There's little jostles in the road. Now it just settles in and really grips and goes. I think the entire package in a stock trim is really terrific. I personally don't think a whole lot needs to be changed. It then becomes a matter of preference to the people who buy it.
We started with our Hillbank Motorsports Mustang, the 2015. We started with a premium GT, a 5.0, and it's a performance package. And we wanted that so we could get pretty much, a lot of the base features that come with the performance package, bigger radiator, the torsion rear end. And from there, we're making our decisions because this is a track car that we're building. From our base standpoint, we took it out. We competed in Global Time Attack with under 500 miles on the car, just to kind of see where the base project needed to start. The car, in my opinion, it's a great car. From a 2014 to a 2015 is a completely different animal. You got all your comfort creatures, you got everything that was missing on the car in the interior is there. So it's a great platform. The only issues that I have with it is it wasn't tuned well, as far as there's no real dampening in the car. You go into it's like driving an old Cadillac on the track. So you're fighting it just to stay in the seat. So we're doing a lot with that. We're working with KW for coilovers. We're working with Whiteline for all the bushings in the car. We're working with, as far as power plant goes, right now we have air raid. We have an intake on there. We're doing a private tune with the car right now. We have MagnaFlow exhaust on the car. So, and then now we're going to be working with Doug Thorley to make long tube headers for the car. So we have quite a bit that we're starting with this project. And as far as shortcomings with the car, the brakes, there's none. So it's a great car for brakes, so we don't have to do anything with that. But there's a lot to be tuned as far as suspension goes with this car for what we're doing. If I started with a stock car, the first modification I would do is I'd do an exhaust. Twofold. One, you want to hear the Mustang. Two, the exhaust that comes on the 15s is pretty terrible as far as restriction-wise. So, and I think they're doing that because it's an international car. So, when it comes to the appearance of the 2015 Mustang, you know, we actually really do like the design. Everybody kind of nitpicks their own little things here and there, but you know, I genuinely like the car. And the nice thing is that there's not a whole lot you have to do with these cars now. You know, new cars all look good. They do. There's a lot of time and research that goes into them. Our taste is a little different. You know, as you can see, our car's kind of been stripped a little bit. We're missing our splitter, we're missing our side skirts, we're missing our rear diffuser. We're making all that in carbon. So we're bringing, you know, the GT350 carbon market off to the GT. So that's something we're doing. We're gonna have the same splitters we've got on our 13s and 14s for aero. We're gonna have the big wings. We're gonna have all that for the 15s.
Hi, this is Steve Joyner with E3 Spark Plugs, and you're watching REV'N News.
Welcome back to REV'N News. We've covered quite a bit on the new Mustang. So now let's get to know a couple distributors where you can find all these amazing products.
We had a chance to run into our good buddies over at Dennis Carpenter and run into Pat Ford. Pat, do me a favor, introduce yourself to our audience, won't you?
Hello, yes, I'm Pat Ford with Dennis Carpenter Ford Restoration Parts. We make a lot of parts and pieces to restore the classic Ford cars, trucks, and Ford tractors.
Now, in addition to the Ford cars and trucks and tractors, I also find out that they had a line for Cushmans.
Oh yes, that happens to be a passion of Dennis Carpenter's. And if anyone's ever in the area, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can come. We're right across from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We have a museum there, and there's over 150 Cushmans in that museum. It's very impressive.
Hey, so if you're a Cushman fan or a mini bike fan for that matter, you have to check that out. But hey, let's get into some of the parts that you have on display here. Now with these street riders that are at this particular show, what products are they, when they come up to this booth, what are they wanting to know about? What is it that we're talking to them about?
It's odd that you mentioned that because we don't do street rod stuff. But all street rods have got to have original stuff, such as the door seals, such as the sheet metals, such as bumpers and things like this. That's what our forte is making a lot of the parts and pieces to restore, to make that hot rod into a street rod, our original car into a street rod. Right.
Gotcha. And you know, we see a lot of that. Not only are there custom vehicles out there where there's not one stock original bolt, but there's also a contingent of guys that are all original. So if you're looking for original components and they're Ford related, check them out.
This is Sherry from REV'N News, and I'm here with Craig from Motor State. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your company?
Sure, Sherry. We're Motor State Distributing is a full line distributor. We deal with close to 600 different lines. We just sell and distribute product all over the country and actually all over the world.
I know you guys do the Motor State Challenge, which is exciting to me because you guys have racing and road courses.
Yes, that's a fantastic thing we've done for a few years now. Part of the Optima Streetcar series, and we're actually one of the qualifiers for their big finale that ends up in Las Vegas, but we have a good time with that every year.
Yeah, that's a super show. What did you do at the show? Did you race?
I didn't do any racing. I helped do run some of the registration and just get involved with it that way.
Yeah. Well, what a fun show. So everybody can find you on the web. Search these guys out. They have any product that you're looking for. In fact, before we go, name a few of the star products that you think people would be interested in.
Well, some of the stuff that we're dealing with here this weekend as a street rod show is maybe low car performance or total cost. Vintage Air, Edelbrock, Moroso, of course, All-Star Performance, which is our house brand of product, and many, many, many more.
You guys have all the big guys,
yes,
and probably all the small guys too. How do people reach you guys?
Well, we can be reached at www.motorstate.com, or some of the shows that we attend throughout the year. We go regularly to SEMA. We also do the PRI show, a Performance Racing Industry Show. And this week we happen to be in Louisville for the Nationals.
And I'm talking to Mark from Roush. Hi.
Hello there.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Behind me is a Silver Beast. It's amazing. Please tell me about this car.
Well, believe it or not, this is actually our test vehicle. The car is a Superformance Mark III. It's a replica of a 1965 Shelby Cobra. We were in the process of developing a new engine combination. We needed a platform to put that engine into so that we could do some final calibration work on it and debug it. And this looked like a real nice opportunity to power this car up, put something really cool in it and use it for a really cool purpose.
Well, it's a beautiful car. I kind of did a walk around and I love it so far. But what I didn't get to see yet is what's powering this vehicle.
Well, why don't we lift the hood right now and we'll show you.
All right, that's exciting.
Okay, the engine in the car is a 347 cubic inch small block engine based on a Ford 302 design. It's a dart block, it's got a fully forged rotating assembly, roller cam, roller valve train, and the most unique feature is the 8-stack induction system. It looks like Weber carburetors, it's really EFI, and the engine makes 465 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. Perfect choice for a Cobra replica or a street rod or your early Mustang.
Okay, tell me more about the handling of this vehicle.
Well, it's a vast improvement over the original cars. The original ones had transverse leaf springs and kind of rode like a buckboard wagon. The Superformance car is on a purpose-designed frame and suspension. It's four-wheel independent. It handles like a shifter cart on steroids.
That's fantastic. Okay, I know the prices that a Shelby goes for. What's your price point on this?
I've talked with the guys from Superformance. This car is several years old. Based on what the current price of a roller is, and if you wanted to outfit it like this one with the same powertrain, you'd probably be in the vicinity of about $80,000 to $85,000, depending on how the car was optioned.
For something this amazing, that's a great price point.
It really is, and I'll tell you, it is an absolute blast to drive.
I bet. It looks like it. I want to know, when is my turn to ride in this?
We'll be closing the show on Sunday afternoon. You be here and we'll take you around the parking lot.
Okay, I'm excited. Well, it was good to run into you then.
Good.
All right, thanks for talking to us.
Well, that wraps up this episode of REV'N News.
And if you just can't get enough of cars, trucks, Jeeps, shows, parts, and products, then keep tuning each week to REV'N News.
And we invite you to follow us on Facebook and check us out on Twitter. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.